Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Anne Manera. Welcome to another live color along, Monday, March 9th. Can you believe it? March already? It's already moving along into March. We're coloring a Christmas page today because why not, right? We've got Christmas Frenzy coloring book, coloring page today. And it's right there. We are coloring this page with watercolor pencils. So I just want to get myself situated. I've got a bit of a different setup this morning. I don't know why. How is everyone this morning? Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Sharon. Julie's joined us. Kathy Davenport's here. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Alice. Selena's here. You know, I have to take a poll and see who watches Color Alongs live and who doesn't watch Color Alongs live. So I'll be taking a poll in my kind of irrelevant to ask that question while I'm live, right? I have a Maze Rock watercolor pencils in this little black case. I use these a lot, but I actually use them more when they're dry versus water. And I have water with me, and I have some paintbrushes. And what we're going to do is apply the colored pencil to the page first, and then we're going to add the water to it. What I did do is add a piece of paper behind it. And I'm looking at the time and I'm realizing it's only 9:53. Because what the heck time is it? This time change. I don't know. Is anybody else driving? Is it driving anybody else nuts? I think this week I'm just not going to change the time. Not going to wash my hands. Howl at the full moon and erase Friday the 13th. How about you? Hey, Sandra. I didn't realize it was this early. So let's give more people time to get here. So, I also need to make sure that we know that my friend Paisley is in the background, chattering. But let's make sure that Paisley's here. I have to get Paisley something so she can be quiet. What is happening back here? Why don't you switch? Good idea. Hey, Alexandria. Good to see you, my friend. Mavy's here with us this morning. Good morning, Mavy. So we're moving along on Color Along Volume 13, and we're almost done with this. So while we're waiting for everyone else to get here, let's talk about Color Along 14, because Color Along Volume 14 begins on April 6th, right? Does it begin on April 6th? I could just look at this piece of paper and that would tell me, wouldn't it? April 6th. Yes. April 6th. And a lot is happening with Color Along Volume 14. Different techniques. This book goes from April 6th all the way until September 14th. So, I don't know. Too much of a commitment. No, okay with it. That it's a stretch, right? 22 color alongs takes us through the spring, summer, into the fall. We've got a couple of color alongs that we're skipping throughout it because of coloring camp in April, and then again there'll be coloring camp in July. But I'll do a flip through of this book while my dogs are making a lot of noise in the background. Good morning, baby. Butterfly Man Dolls makes an appearance in this book for pointillism. This one is Hypnotic with gel pens. I honestly don't know what I'm thinking about this and if I can really pull it off for a color one, but we're going to give it a try. Shading with colored pencils for those snowmen and simply snowflakes, even though it's going to be May. This is one of my favorites, just a number 2 pencil, but also with one of my favorite pages. I actually have a new book that I'm working on that I need to get in here and scan it. Girls, dogs. Listen. There you go. I need to do some scanning of a new book. Dangles with glitter gel pens. Probably use Sparkle Pops on that one. This is actually from one of my original paintings. And my painting sale is happening right now, actually. It is happening. I decided that I would make it a week-long thing. Because I just feel like social media is being flooded with all bad news. And I decided that it should be kind of a week-long thing and extended. So this one is Outdoor Beauty with colored pencils. This one here is only in this book, these mushrooms, another grayscale page. This one is bolding. We're going to do a little bit of the bolding technique with the watercolor pencils. Mixed media for this one. Colored pencils and highlighters on this one. I haven't colored with highlighters in a very, very long time. This is going to be all about pop art. Which reminds me, there's an Andy Warhol exhibit, like a block from me, that I need to get myself to. Warm colors for this one. Itsy Bitsy makes an appearance here with 20 different colors. Always a fun challenge when you have to color so many different colors with only a limited palette, or I have a cough drop in my mouth. I'm sorry if it's distracting. Only a limited palette or something where you have to use up 20 colors types of things. Easy Mandalas makes an appearance with wood grain. This one is going to be about colored pencils. We're going to use markers for a bug's view. And this actually is going to be on flash sale at the end of the week. A bug's view. Square chains, textures with lines, always my favorite. Here's another one. This is from a charcoal drawing from, we're going to use chalk pastels. Draw-alongs are moving along. And draw-alongs actually a meeting on Wednesdays. We're almost done with draw-along volume 1, and draw-along volume 2 will start on May 6th. So we're having a good time with the draw-alongs. I don't know about, I think everyone will agree. And then there's 2 copies of every page in this book, so you can watch, color, watch, not color, and then go back and try your hand at whatever technique we have gone over. So let's get started, shall we? So, Christmas Frenzy. I don't know why I picked a Christmas coloring book for today's color along, but why not? Nice spring day here in my neighborhood. So I'm going to start up with this corner. I do have a page behind here, a piece of paper behind here, so that I can, because it's going to be a wet situation when we get going. And I guess I'll start off with some red. So what I'm going to do is I am going to color the whole area first, and then I'm going to add the water because I just don't want it to be too messy. So I'm going to put kind of a dark color at the edge of this little shape here. And then again here. And what that will do is as we add the water, we're going to add the water on here, and it will actually blend in and create a color right there. I'm going to do the same thing here. So watercolor pencils are really easy to use. It's like you barely have to color, and then you kind of treat it like paint. Remember those books, paint with water books you can buy for kids? That's what it kind of reminds me of when you add the color to it. You could do this for a kid, actually. You could kind of add some color to the page for them with some watercolor, give them a paintbrush with just water, and let them create their magic. I just need to pivot this. My friend Paisley is just being like Miss Ants in her pants today, but I'm actually kind of thankful that she's walking around because the other day she injured her leg, paw, I don't know what she injured. And she was being Miss Pathetic Paisley and really taking advantage of being pampered, I guess. I don't know. And then this one I'm just going to color in the middle of this right here. Now, the darker, the more pressure you apply, the darker the pigment would be when you finally... Oh, my God, I thought something was crawling on me. Okay. Whew! I almost screamed. Add a little bit of pink to this one. And I'm going to go with darker, heavier pressure at the edges and then kind of ease up in the middle of it. So a lot of blending and shading happens with watercolor pencils. And then when you add the water, you kind of really kind of see your efforts kind of shine through and kind of come to life. So as I'm adding all of this color here, and then let's put this brownish color. Hey, Dawn, Cheryl. Boy, it's like spring here today. I don't know about you guys. Birds are chirping. I noticed that there's actually leaves forming on the trees. Or buds, actually. Another thing to complain about, right? Allergies. I know Alice is laughing at this. Lynn Miller. Good morning, Lynn Miller. A little heavy pressure here. So it's weird, huh? This crazy time change. You like it? Hate it? What do we think about this time change? I don't like it. I feel like, all right, now I'm going to add some water. I'm just going to paint it on. I'm going to kind of be mindful of where I place my hand on my page, though, because I don't want water to go all over the, I don't mind if I get it on my hand, but I don't want it to smudge the whole page. And I'm just kind of painting along, just to kind of spread the pigment. I would definitely wash your brush between colors, because if not, they'll blend. And if your water starts to get a little murky and looks like you need to change it, then by all means, you know, raise your hand so you can go to the bathroom. You slept with the window open. Oh my goodness. I never sleep with the window open because then I'm sneezing. It's like, when is it good? What is good? What is good weather? Yeah, I heard 70s for today too, Mary. Mary is probably the closest. Mary, I think you live the closest to me out of anybody. And yeah, we usually get the same weather. I heard 70s, maybe 67 or something. I don't know. I actually was thinking the other night that, well, I always think about putting air conditioners in, because then you kind of like think you got to carry them. And I've always thought there should be some company that comes over to your house, takes the air conditioner out of the window for you, brings it to some warehouse and cleans it and services it and does whatever it needs to be done, right? Stores it for the winter and then brings it back when you want it back, and they put it in your window. Do you think anything exists like that? I don't know. Hey, Colleen. Allergies goes with the sinus infection I have now, but you brighten up my day. Oh, thank you, Alice. I don't know. Hang around with me too. Hang around with me all day long. I might not be that bright piece of sunshine that you think. I really have to just kind of reserve my complaining. I don't know. Hey, Colleen. Your eyes are itchy today too, Dawn? Yeah, really. Isn't it crazy? We always complain though, right? We've got to complain about the weather. Get our little complaint in about the weather. The background, I'm going to go over this with just kind of light blue. I know it's not a Christmassy color, but what is Christmassy color? It doesn't always have to be red and green, right? Just kind of giving it that light blue color. Now, you could add another color on top of this. So I think I will add a little bit of a darker blue. Just a little bit of a darker blue at the edge. And then here at the edge also. And now, I did make sure that this was dry, though, before I started to color more colors onto this. I am using watercolor pencils. Yes, Colleen. What is that crazy noise outside my window? Oh my goodness. Crazy, crazy noises constantly in my neighborhood. I was thinking the other day that there should be a coloring book called My Crazy Neighbor. It could be people's stories about their neighbors. Watch someone do this because I'm talking about it. People's stories about their crazy neighbors. Because we all know we have crazy neighbors, right? And there could be like a little illustration of something. Wouldn't that be hysterical? Or how people call their neighbors different things. Does everybody have names for their neighbors? Yeah, we don't know what that noise is now. So here's just, so I added the water to the color pencil to the page first, Colleen. And now I'm adding water on top of it, so I'm almost just kind of painting it on. You just got to be careful that you don't add too much. The other thing is, don't forget, this is a coloring book that is not printed on watercolor specific paper. So you've got to make sure, first of all, there's something behind the page so it doesn't leak through. And prepare for buckling. Kind of reminds me of when we did our tea stain page. And the other day is actually, I was watching that woman, you know that woman Barb from the Shabby Tree? Alice, you watch her all the time, don't you? She was tea staining and coffee staining Coffee filters. Did you see that? And I thought to myself, that woman needs to start working with some of my coloring pages. Maybe she saw it. I don't know. I've never seen anyone do that with coffee filters before. Yeah, like Leaf Blower Man, or, I don't know. People have weird names for their neighbors, right? Be crazy names. All right, let's move on to the tree below. I'm going to start out with some green. But see how you kind of color at the edges? And then it kind of, once you add the color to it, it kind of adds to it. It kind of blends into the middle. I'm going to kind of move my way up here. And then I'm going to do a lighter green up here. You know, that's kind of how Scarlett's book started, with Scarlett's View, because she was just so nosy watching the neighbors. So it's what she sees, but she doesn't see the crazies. There are some crazies, right? Diana says, I am that crazy dog lady neighbor. You know what? I wonder what my neighbors call me. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? I know that years ago, there was this little kid that lived across the street from me, and I found out that she called my dogs the Brigade. And it wasn't Scarlett and Paisley, it was another bunch of dogs, another group of dogs that I had. And she said when they barked, I don't know how we found this out, but when they barked, her parents said that called the barking dogs the Brigade. So I knew that, but I don't know what my neighbors call me. I know there was Crazy Man that lived down the street from me, because he used to run out of his house with barely any clothes on, until one day he ran out of his house completely stark naked, and started chasing this woman that had lived down the street. So we just called him the Crazy Man, because why not, right? I'm going to give this kind of a purple look up here, and just kind of lighten it so that we can get a little bit of color in there. Colleen says, I feel like I am the crazy coloring lady. Do you think that they know you color? I don't know. I know that a few people have had some crazy names for their neighbors. Everybody does, right? Some people call someone the mayor. Or how about when people move into a house and they're new neighbors, but we don't call them the new neighbors. We call them stop eating poop. I might be that person too. I might be that neighbor too, Dawn. Except I don't really say that. I just kind of run out the door screaming like a maniac. No, 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 no. You know? What do you think your dogs would do if you just gave them a bowl of poop in a bag with a side of leaves? Maybe my neighbors just think that I yell at my dogs a lot because I'm screaming like a nut when they're doing that. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what else we've got here for another color. I'm just kind of going with different colors because it's all about the color. A little bit of orange here. I'm trying to think of other people's names that we've called people in this neighborhood. I know that everybody does it. They might, because I might post a few things on my coloring pages on Facebook and coloring group pages. Oh, maybe they do. Not sure what they would do. Little dog does not eat poop. The big dog only eats little dog's poop. Why do they, you know, it's the great mystery of the world, right? About why they do that. And now people that are not dog people that are watching today are probably saying, what the heck are we talking about today, right? But we all know the reality. You all know the struggle is real. A little bit of this brown for the ground. And then let's go back with a paintbrush with some water on it. Mary says, I had a little chocolate poodle. He was a barker at 3 p.m. one afternoon. I got a call that my dog's barking is keeping her from taking a nap. crap. Oh my goodness. I know. Sometimes I just let them bark. I mean, to a point, right? To an extent. But you know, when my dogs are barking, there's a reason why they're barking. Something is going down out there. And I remember one time, they were barking, and I didn't look. I remember this specifically. And the next morning, I found out that someone had broken into my neighbor's car. And I should have looked. I would have seen it all. I don't know what I would have done, but I should have seen it. Alice says, my neighbors' names are Tom and Jerry, so I think of the old cartoon. Why are they called Tom and Jerry? That's so funny. Good morning, Cindy Lamb. That's so funny, Tom and Jerry. Do they look like Tom and Jerry? With it warm out and snow melted, I told my husband yesterday that he needed to pick up all the lawn brownies. Dawn is saying, I know, isn't it crazy? We've had like no snow, right? No snow around here. There's that word again, right, Sharon? The S word. So it's been pretty mild. It's great. We're going to be spoiled. I feel like I didn't get my winter workout in of shoveling snow. You know, the snow gym. But isn't it cool how this watercolor pencil just kind of becomes almost just watercolor paint? And you could definitely blend it and mix it, that type of thing. Colleen says, I had a neighbor who we called Crazy May because she would always complain about our drying rack was on her property. Isn't it crazy? We had this one woman that lived down the street, and we called her the witch. Because guess what? She looked like a witch. How's it going, Cindy? We're talking about crazy neighbors, Cindy, and what we call our neighbors, and wondering to ourselves, what do our neighbors call us? My neighbors really know nothing about me. And we're going to leave it that way. Sharon says, no, not the S word. Come on, Sharon. Sharon, the next time it snows, we need to build a snowman. How about that? All right, let's move on to Mr. Polar Bear, speaking of the S word. I'm going to kind of give him kind of a lighter section here. I kind of like the full blending versus this type of thing like I did up there. I need to pivot my page a little bit. My apologies. Do it a little bit lighter here so that we can kind of blend and shade there. You think they call you crazy too? Yeah, I just think that, well, I think everybody thinks that their neighbors are just crazy. I do have a couple of doozies in my neighborhood, though, I gotta say. I'm crazy. Like, certifiable. You know? There's crazy that just walks to a new level. So this company contacted me. This is cool. This company contacted me the other day. This website that is about anxiety and depression. And they asked me if they could link my Mood Lifters coloring book, which is about anxiety, depression, and self-esteem. All different positive sayings and affirmations like believe in yourself and never give up and that type of thing. And they asked if they could put a link on their website in their article about anxiety and depression. So they did. So that's kind of cool. So they put that on there, and in return, I linked their article. So if you went over to my, let me see, actually, I'll show you the article that they popped on here. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. It's an article that talks about using turmeric and it's an article that talks about, hey, Bev Larson, that talks about using turmeric and something else. Because I'm having live video short-term memory, right? Um, it uses the benefits of turmeric for anxiety and depression. So anyway, so if you take a look at that, it's a cool article. Colleen says, I might be ordering some of your coloring books today from Amazon. Oh, cool. You know, there's a deal going on right now. We've got March Mania happening on my Facebook page, and one of the things that's happening today, each day there's either a flash sale. There was a flash sale yesterday for Springtime Whimsy. I don't know if anyone got a chance to pick up that book. The other day it was Simple Objects. Today the deal until Wednesday is if you purchase $20 worth of PDF coloring books on my website, you'll get a free set of colored pencils by Prang. Really, really nice set of pencils, actually. I think they're kind of overlooked. The Prang has been around for a very, very, very long time. And very good quality pencils, and they're very, very, very affordable. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a different type of product being featured. So that's what's happening on my website. And then at the end of the week, I do have a copy of the Spring Camp book. I will flip through it, Colleen. At the end of the week, I'll be doing another flash sale for A Bug's View is on Friday. So take a look at that. What color should we add? Let's add yellow to the ground. Why not? Colleen wants me to flip through the camp book. The camp book is cool because this time because the color is in cover. The cover is in color. Hey, Bonnie Miller. The color is in cover. The cover is in color. So I'm sticking with the same color before I wet my brush again. We have a lot of giveaways scheduled for camp again. Black Widow is going to be giving something away. Paparazzi Jewelry again. Who else? Oh, Yvette Ramos is giving away a book. I'm giving away something. I don't even remember what I'm giving away. I have it written down. I don't remember stuff in my head. I have to just rely on a pen and paper. How about you? It's like if I can write it down, I eliminate it from my mind. Well, this is actually lemonade snow, Mamie, so it's not really yellow snow, but it's just kind of like, you know, the lemonade of the snow. Because this little polar guy said, you know, let's have some lemonade. Don't want to mix the yellow and the blue because then we'll end up making green. There we go. Moving on to this one. Let's see. Let's start out with some yellow. I mean some green yellow. Oh my goodness. So I'm just kind of adding a little bit of green towards the berries. And then, again, I'll add water on the whole thing as I come out to the edge of the berry. And it'll kind of make it a little bit of blending and shading. Need some red for the berries. Is Prisma giving something away? At camp, no. They are not. No Prismas. I can't get in touch. You know, it's tough to get in touch with the big company to actually get them to give something away. I've had a lot of companies that I have contacted, and they had some crazy rules about how you get involved with giveaways. A lot of rules that I'm not going to talk about now, but basically things you just could not, I couldn't meet their guidelines, put it that way. It was just impossible. There's Black Widow pencils that are being given away. I tried to get a marker company, but I've got to hear. I'm still waiting to hear back from them. All right, now we've got this whole background, which is kind of like spiderweb, isn't it? Kind of cool. I'm gonna go with this blue color. I don't want that one. I want this one actually. Well, these could be all different colors back here, don't you think? Scarlett is ready to start snoring below me. My goodness, Scarlett. There was a cool giveaway from somebody for Spectrum Noir markers. Did anyone see that? There is a Faber-Castell marker pen giveaway happening for my March Mania. Or with purchase, you can get free pens. Colleen says, "How did you like my dot-to-dot page that I posted last week?" I commented. I think I sent you a message too. Unbelievable. I don't know how you did it, Colleen. It seems like the numbers on those dot-to-dots would be extremely small. Are they really small, Colleen? I would think I would need a magnifying glass. Hey, Savannah. I haven't seen Savannah in a long time. Let's put some orange because orange is my friend. And it's a good complement to the color blue. Get some more orange down here. Now I'm making this a little bit darker as I get close to that. But nice blend and shade here. I love these pencils even just dry. So, you know, this is a cool company that I should get in touch with. Maybe they would do a giveaway. I love these pencils just dry too. They work out really good dry. All right, let's move on to our adding of water. Add a little bit of this water to the green. Now, you definitely would not want to just kind of like add water to the whole page, like completely across it. Some of them are very small, Colleen. That's crazy. I've seen some of those. Somebody asked me if I would make a dot-to-dot book, and I was like, I don't think I can do that. I have 2 color by number books, and I remember when I did one of them, I think Bonnie might remember this one. I went live and added the dots, and a lot of people said to me, oh my God, how do you have the patience to do that? So that was interesting. Bonnie, do you remember when I did that? I think you watched it live. These pencils are Amaze Rock. That's what they are, Bonnie. Amaze Rock pencils. I think they blend really well. They have really good pigment. I mean, look at this blue once you wet it. Unbelievable. Some people dip the pencil in the water first and then they use it and color with it, but I don't really like doing that. It's just too much dipping. I don't want to have too much of a workout while I'm coloring. Right? You want to try to make it as still as possible. I don't want to be like doing Zumba while I'm coloring or something. That would be crazy. Yeah, remember that, Bonnie? That was adding all the numbers. It's a tedious process to add all those numbers. I only have 2 color by number books right now. I don't have another one. So I'm actually kind of slow on books lately. I have a whole book that's ready. I just need to scan it. Hopefully I can do it this week. But I've been focusing on a lot of promotions lately and a lot of marking down of books and sales. And as a matter of fact, today I just marked down about 15 journals. And I priced them between $4.99 and $5.99. A lot of blank journals with my artwork and my paintings on the front of them. So if you want to take a look at that on Amazon, there's a community collage that we had done that's now $4.99. Another one that's $5.95. So I've marked on a lot of different books. You do the same thing, Bev? Yeah. First color, then add water, right? Okay. So this is complete. This is a completed page, Christmas Frenzy coloring book. Let's see where we're at here, because I feel like I've missed something. I've missed a page so far. Have I? Let's see here. We're done with this. On the 16th, we have this one right here. Oh, here it is, Doodling, which is from Imagination Workout. And then our last page is going to be the letter O, I believe. Oh, we already did the letter O. The last page is going to be the pumpkins, which is going to be on the 23rd. And then this book will be complete. So we really only have 2 color-alongs left for this book. And then we will be moving on to volume 14. So this is going to be on the 16th, Imagination Workout. And then we'll be moving on to the pumpkin one, which is back here, and that'll be on the 23rd. So that's what's happening for the rest of this book. But that's our completed page. Colleen wanted me to flip through the coloring camp book. So let's see if I can grab that. So coloring camp happens April 26th. April 26th through May 2nd, which is a Sunday through a Saturday, as usual. It's always Sunday through Saturday. And this book is a little bit different than the typical coloring camp books because it's in color, and I thought it was kind of cool because it was in color. It's held in a private Facebook group. If you've never attended coloring camp before, we meet every day at 10 a.m. to about 11:30ish, and we color a different coloring page. The book includes all of the color along pages that you need for the week. You can use any product, any brand of any product that's listed in the on the supply list. And we'll take a look at this book. So we're meeting on the 26th, and we meet every day at 10 a.m. and we will meet until May 2nd, which is a Saturday. Do you have any hardcover books on sale on your website this month? You mean paperback books, Bonnie? No, I don't. Not on my website. Some of them are marked down. I know that Springtime Whimsy is still only $5.99 right now as we speak on my website as a PDF. You know, it's hard for me to mark down paperback books on my website because I have to have them shipped. And when I have a book shipped from the publisher, I have to pay for shipping. And the shipping is like a crazy amount of money. Sometimes it's more than the cost of the book. Hello, Miss Melody. So we're going to blend and shade with color pencils. We've got pointillism, textures. We're going to draw the camp cottage, which is on the front of the book. We have a grayscale photograph for this camp around impressionism and a night sky. We've never done a night sky before. And then you can use any brand of the following supplies: colored pencils, crayons, chalk pastels, markers, number 2 pencil, oil pastels, and masking tape or scotch tape. I am thinking about having a kit with all of these supplies available on my website that you could order for supplies. I don't usually do that, but I was thinking of doing that this time around because people have been doing that with something else I've been doing. Good morning, Melody. So we have the color along pages are in this book, blending and shading with this mandala, pointillism with this floral page from Floral Mosaic. We're going to deal with textures. The theme here is garden. Oh, be careful driving. Draw the camp cottage, a grayscale photo. We have kind of a garden theme going. This one's impressionism with these trees. This is from my book Lazy Waves. And then this is going to be the night sky. The camp book also has activity pages in it, which you can complete at your own pace and whenever you want. But we do complete these during camp each day. I announce the activity page schedule closer to camp when we get ready to go to camp. And we have a coloring page, which is from the cover. Coloring challenge is only color this page using only 8 colors with any medium with the sunflower. There's a word search in this book. And the theme is gardens this time. Yeah, it's a little bit cheaper than Prime, Bonnie, but but my books have free shipping. So if you order a book on my website, for example, say a book is $8.99 on Amazon, one of my coloring books. If you order that book on my website, it's $10.99 with shipping, with free shipping. So I think it might be cheaper. Thanks, Colleen. I'll take a look at that. Then we have this activity page. This is a maze. Here's another one with an activity page. And then the book has color swatch charts, so you could use as you're coloring. And then the other part about the coloring camp book is that there's 2 copies of every page. So you can buy this book and you can actually you can attend camp with a friend, or you can use it for yourself. So that's coloring camp. So hopefully everyone will be able to join us. April 26th through May 2nd. You got to sign up, and you can get this as a hard copy on Amazon, or you can get it as a hard copy on my website, or you can get it as a PDF on my website. It's $21.99 for the coloring camp book. If I find a coupon, hey Julie, if I find a coupon somewhere, the Amazon posts sometimes, they post coupons for hard copy books. I'll definitely share that with you so you can get money off the camp book. Any questions about coloring camp? Color Along Volume 14 begins on April 6th. And if you're interested in the draw-alongs, let's talk about draw-alongs for a minute. If you're interested in the draw-alongs, we're meeting... This is Draw Along Volume 1 that we've been working on. We'll be working on this book until April 1st. And let me show you what we've done so far. We start out kind of with a warm-up sketching exercise during a draw along. And based on what the drawing is going to be for that day, just so we can kind of like get ourselves going. And this was the first one we did, and here's the reference photo that's up in the upper left-hand corner, and then we draw along right in this box. We meet at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays, and it's about 30 minutes to an hour, I guess. And we work with pencil or charcoal. Here's another one that we did. We finished this mandala. Only half of it was here. We had to finish the other side. We were challenged by that one. This one was all about charcoal, using charcoal. I'll take this piece of plastic off here for a minute so you can see what I'm talking about. My sheet protector, I guess. And we just used charcoal for this one. And then we did a mandala. This is not the one though. We did flowers, just simple flowers. We took a look at this one, this rhythm. We're talking about rhythm and composition as we tackled this one. And then here's another Finish It mandala that we took it a step further and we colored it. Another still life with charcoal. This is the mandala we worked on the other day on March 4th. And then the next draw along this Wednesday is flowers. So we have our starting point, and we're going to be taking it a step further. And then the other part about draw alongs is we meet in a private group. So when you buy this book, you let me know, put you in a private group, and I also include weekly drawing challenges. So here's a few. We did, I had some reference photos. So this was an apple and a pear. And you do these on your own. We're doing the one with the flowers, Colin. I'll show you. And here's another one, this still life with these glass bottles. This is my fennel drawings. So it's a quick sketch. I'm behind on my extra drawings. For this Wednesday for the draw alongs, we are doing flowers. This is the one that we're doing. You're welcome, Bonnie. Let me know if you have any other questions. So this is the one we're doing on Wednesday. I think I think everyone is doing great. And I mean, what do you guys think about draw alongs? I think they're a lot of fun. So the draw along, so we've got this coming up, and then we'll be working on this still life with chalk pastels and this another still life with chalk pastels. Now, when I put the reference photos in the group, they're in color because I can, but I can't put them in color in the book. If not, it'll increase the price. Where do I get those sheet protectors? Bonnie's asking. I gotta tell you, this is weird. I don't think you can buy these. I have a set of canvases that I had bought, and every time I open the package of like 10 canvases, there's one of these plastic things in it, so I save them. It's just like a piece of like, it's thicker than acetate, I guess, but I save them for that, and I just tape them to the page. Dawn loves it. Dawn loves and you know, Dawn, that's a huge compliment. I appreciate you saying that because Dawn did not need me to teach her how to draw. Sharon says, Anne, I bought Drawer Along Volume 2. Where is the proof of purchase that you need me to send you? I believe you, Sharon. Did I add you to the group? You just need to show me the book. Take a picture of the book. Once you buy the book, your proof of purchase could either be a photograph of the book, send me a message, or send me an email with a picture of the book. Or you could send me a picture of your receipt, or you could send me your confirmation of shipping. That's all I really need. I didn't know if I don't, what the heck, wait a minute. I lost my page here. Did I add you to the group, Sharon? I thought I did. Let me double check. See if I added you. Oh, I guess I did not. Sometimes it won't let me add people. Isn't that weird? Okay, let's see. I got kicked out. What the heck? Yeah. All right. We're back. Mary says, oh yeah, the Drawer Along Volume 2 is a different group. I just sent you the link, Sharon. Mary is saying that I am just learning how to draw in my 7th decade. How cool is that? Isn't it cool? Very cool. It's very cool, Mary. And I saw Dawn's comment, but now it went away. I don't know what happened to it. So Drawer Along Volume 2 starts on May 6th. We've got like a month off from Drawer Alongs, only just to kind of get everyone back into to be able to get the book, and didn't want to like crowd everyone with what was starting all at the same time. We're drawing these basic boxes. So we start on May 6th. We go all the way to July 29th. We'll do a flip through of this book. I mean, obviously you can't see much because it's a blank book, right? It's just kind of like a sketchbook. It has a supply list in it, and we basically use pencil and charcoal and chalk pastels, an eraser if you need to. This has information about the light source, and then it has the Drawer Along pages. Again, we start out with a warm-up sketching exercise. We're going to be tackling basic boxes. Not as easy as you would think, right? Sometimes a basic box can be a little daunting, a little confusing. And then we're going to move on to a still life with charcoal with this still life, a line art with pencil and marker on this one. Again, another mandala with the grid mandala with the dots that are guides. Then we're going to do something a little bit different with Drawer Along Volume 2. We're going to tackle this still life drawing with a grid. And here is the drawing up here, and here is the grid down here, and we're going to draw what's in this box, we're going to draw it in this box, and so on, and so on, and so on. Still life with charcoal again for this one. Tulips line drawing on this one right here. Imagination workout pages in this book. There's hope for you, Bonnie, I know there is. Imagination workout pages in this. We'll take it a step further like we do in the color along. Another line art drawing with pencil here. Another mandala. We had a blast with this one, right? We laughed so hard about this one last week. I don't know. I think I might have pulled something in my back. Another still life with charcoal on this one. And then still life with soft pastels with these eggs. And this is a foreshortened drawing, so that's going to be interesting. And then it's got some blank pages in the back, just so you can continue with the rest of your challenges that are posted in the group, kind of like the ones that we do while we're not live. And then there's 2 copies of each page in every book. So that is what's happening with Drawer Along Volume 2. So, any more questions that I can answer for anybody about what is going on? Still feels like it's a different time. Doesn't it seem like a weird time? I think I'm going to like this one too. Darn, I think that one's going to be a fun one. I tried to make it a little bit different than the first volume, and I think including those, the grid drawing and the boxes And then the eggs, I remember when I was in art school, how you had to draw eggs. Oh my goodness. I have a drawing of eggs somewhere. I'll have to show you guys. I think I have it in my computer. One year I scanned a bunch of drawings, or photographed a bunch of drawings that I had in an old portfolio, and then I threw them all away. Well, I think I burned them. Okay, my friends. So, that's today's color along. Hopefully everyone has a great day. Continue going on with your day complaining about the time and saying, what the heck time is it, right? And I'll see everyone on Wednesday for the next draw along on the 11th. Hey, have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you soon.